Hey, second grade, Miss Daly here. For Foundations today, we will be starting a brand new unit. So if you have not taken the Unit 7 test that was last Friday, please go ahead and do so you have a fresh new start with Unit 8. First, we are going to begin with drill sounds. A lot of what we are learning in Foundations this unit is about R-controlled vowels, and we used to drill these all the time right after our sounds, so these should be familiar. We're going to go over again. Repeat after me. A-R, car, R. E-R, her, I-R, bird, O-R, horn, or. U-R, burn, Good. Notice how each one of those are controlled vowels. You hear the sound, and the vowel is silent. So we're going to be practicing a lot of that today. We are also going to practice our long vowel sounds. Remember on your test, you had a couple questions about long vowel sounds. When there is a long vowel, there is most likely a magic E that follows the consonant. So it's vowel, consonant, E. Repeat after me. A safe A. O home O. E peat E. I pine I. U mule U. U rule oo. Very nice. Now we are going to move on to R-controlled vowels. Now, these are a couple of the R-controlled vowels that we will be focusing on this week. We have, repeat after me, A-R, car, R. And we have O-R, horn, or. Good. Down below, you can see that I have created these words using our sound cards, the little itty bitty tile cards. Notice how that R-controlled vowel is on a reddish card because the R-controlled vowel only makes one sound. So we remember digraphs, remember CK, SH, sh, ch, k. All of those are two letters, one sound. It's kind of like R-controlled vowels too. They will only be on one card together because they only make one sound. So we have car and we have horn. Let's tap out the word car. Remember, it's an R-controlled vowel, so it only makes one sound, only that sound. So let's try it. K, R, car. One more time. K, R, car. Good. Now let's try horn. Remember, since these two letters for the R-controlled vowel are on one card, it will make one sound. Let's try it. Horn. Orn. Horn. One more time. Orn. Horn. Very nice. All right. Another thing you notice is that each one of these R-controlled vowels has a vowel and an R following it. And remember, these R-controlled vowels control the vowel. So you do not hear the vowel. It is silent. All you hear is er. All right. Next, we have this word up here. What is this word? Art. Good. What word? Art. Notice that we have our R-controlled vowel. You don't hear an ah sound or an a sound. You hear the R sound. That R controls the vowel. Let's tap this out. Art. R, art. One more time. Art, art. Very good. You don't hear the vowel. It is controlled by the R. All right. To mark this up, I'm going to show you how to mark it up. The first thing I do if I see an R-controlled vowel is I'm going to circle it. All right. So I know this is an R-controlled vowel. The next thing I'm going to do is scoop the syllable. So I've scooped my syllable. It's only one, art, art. It's only one syllable, so I scooped it. And to make everyone know that it is an R-controlled vowel, not only do I circle it, but I label my scoop with an R. This is where it gets a little bit tricky, so listen closely. Even though this word is closed in with a consonant, so it would be closed, because we have that R-controlled vowel, we label it with an R. That R overcomes the entire word. It's no longer a close, technically it is, but with that R-controlled vowel, we have an R underneath the scoop. Let's try another one. What word is this? Torch. What word? Torch. Good. Let's tap this one out. Ooh, I'm gonna see who gets tricked by this word. Here we go. Or torch. One more time. Or torch. Good. That O-R or sound is one sound, and CH is our digraph. So both the R-controlled vowel and the digraph make one sound each. Now, when we are marking up an R-controlled vowel word, what is the first thing we mark up? We circle that R-controlled vowel. So we automatically know, since this is an R-controlled vowel, it overcomes the whole syllable. Okay, it takes it over. Next, we scoop our syllable. This is one syllable. Torch. Torch. One syllable. Now, here's a test. Are we going to label this as a closed syllable, or are we going to label it with an R for R-controlled vowel? If you think it's closed, put your hands on your head. If you think it's an R-controlled vowel, put your hands on your shoulders. Will we label it C for closed or R for R-controlled? Good. It's going to be an R-controlled because remember, anytime we have that R-controlled vowel in any syllable, it takes it over. So even though we have those consonants at the end, that R-controlled takes it over. That's how we categorize these syllables. All right. And for those of you that go above and beyond, there's one more thing we mark up on this word. Good. That's CH digraph. Very nice. Let's try another one. What is this word? Cart. Good. Let's tap it out. R. Cart. One more time. Art. Cart. Remember that R controlled makes one sound. We don't even hear the vowel. R. R. We only hear the R. One more time. Art. Cart. Very good. What is the first thing I'm going to mark up if I have an R controlled vowel in a word? I'm going to circle that R controlled vowel so that I know it's there. And we know something special about those R controlled vowels. How do we label a scoop or a syllable if there is an R controlled vowel? Some of you are thinking, there's a consonant at the end, so it could be closed, but I also have an R controlled vowel, so it must have to be labeled with an R. Remember, even though we have that consonant closing in the word, we have the R controlled vowel which overpowers it. All right? Now, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. Read this word out loud. Army. Repeat after me. Army. How many syllables do I have? Army. Army. 2 syllables. This means that I'm going to have how many scoops? 2 to mark my 2 syllables. But if there is an R controlled vowel in a word, what should the first thing be? What's the first label? I'm going to circle that R controlled vowel, make sure that I know it's there, and then I label my scoop. Army. Army. Good. Now I have 2 scoops. If my first scoop has an R controlled vowel, what am I going to label that first scoop? Good. I'm going to label it with an R because it's an R controlled vowel. How about me? Army. What do I label my second syllable? With an O because it's open. That Y means that it's open. Now, why is the Y saying an E sound? Good, because it's at the end of a two-syllable word. We know that when there's a Y at the end of a two-syllable word, it says an E sound. Good. Now, I think I'm gonna get you tricked with this one. There's a lot that we're gonna mark up, and it's all good stuff. This will really challenge your brain. What is this word? Try and sound it out. I'll give you a little bit longer for this one. Let's sound it out as I'm going over it with my mouse. Short, short, up, stop, shortstop. Now, this word is a position in baseball. So those of you that watch baseball or play baseball or know baseball pretty well, shortstop is a position in baseball, and it's actually between the second and third baseman, I believe. If I'm wrong about that, let me know. Okay, I'm fine if you correct me about that one, but shortstop is a position in baseball. And something special about this word that we haven't covered for a really long time is that this is a compound word. Does anyone remember what a compound word is? All right, a compound word is when you have two different words combined to make one word, and those meanings kind of combine as well. So shortstop is a compound word with a little bit more meaning behind it since it's actually a baseball term. So the first thing I noticed is that I may or may not have an R-controlled vowel. Do you see an R-controlled vowel in this word? Point to it on your screen. Where do you see the R-controlled vowel? Point. Good. Hopefully that's exactly where you pointed to it. Now that we know there is an R-controlled vowel, we know what one of our scoops is going to be labeled. But first, we need to know where we're going to scoop. Short, stop. Short, stop. Short, stop. Where are we going to scoop? When we have a compound word, remember we scoop the two separate words. So we have short and we have stop. Short, stop. All right. What am I going to label this first syllable? Remember what's in this word. Good, we label it with an R because there's an R-controlled vowel. Remember, even though there's a consonant at the end, we always label with an R if there's any R-controlled vowel word. And then we have our second syllable. What will we be labeling this one? Good, with a C because that consonant is closing that vowel in. This O is supposed to be reddish color because it's a vowel. All right, we also have the SH sh digraph, as well as a blend with the ST and a smiley face over the O because it's a short vowel sound. Now, that is all for our controlled vowels that we have for today. Your secret word is art. Art. What's our secret word? Art. Good. Thanks, second grade. I will see you in our next video. Bye-bye.